Welcome back, everybody. Another edition here of Whatever Wednesday. And yes, we are back with the Navy Midshipmen, my OG, I guess, Flexbone team. Technically, our first game we ever ran the Flexbone was with Army, but as we started to go into the Flexbone a little bit more, we started using Navy more and more. I like their playbook a lot, and we'll go over a few of the other reasons why I think Navy is the best Flexbone team to use in this game. But we are going to be doing something a little bit different with this one. This was actually recorded over Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm going to go back and watch it now and kind of do a little bit of a film study, I guess, on it, see what the few things we did right, probably a lot of things that we did wrong, and what can we learn from how we played in this game. We also, for the first time, run some other formations other than Flexbone, which we've never done in an online head-to-head game before. So first thing we're going to do is head over to practice mode. I'm going to go over some of the other formations and different plays that we try out in this game. Then we are going to get into the game itself. And there's going to be no background audio, so I'm just going to add some music back there. I had music playing and I forgot to turn it off when I was recording in the first place. So we're going to be taking that out. There's going to be no game audio. I'll just put some music back there or something like that. And yeah, we'll just review the tape going over it like that. So first, let's head to practice mode. Flexbone normal for the Navy midshipmen. All the Flexbones, I use normal by far the most. Close and tight. Those are both really good if you want to condense their defense and run something outside. They're not the best for those inside runs, so we don't really use close and tight all that much. We use normal. We also use some U-off. U-off I really only use for rocket toss, and rocket toss I'll show you guys the example here quick. Rocket toss, you really just want to run to the left if you have a right-handed quarterback. So we're going to run this rocket toss, watch where hide and right catches it. I've gone over this a few times, but in case, again, anybody new here. So rocket toss, go to the left, watch where he catches it. About 6 yards back with momentum going pretty much fully to that left sideline. Versus if we come out and flip it and go to the right, he's going to catch it further back and with less momentum. So it makes it a lot harder to actually run this. So to the right, see, he catches it almost 8 yards back and not really having that same momentum to the sideline. So that's why whenever I run rocket toss, you're pretty much always going to see me running it to the left instead of to the right. Fullback toss, which they have, I think they have in normal. They have in some formations in here. That might be Army that has it. Oh no, they do. Fullback toss, you want to run that to the right instead of the left. I can show this example here quick too. Going to the right, it's a similar issue. Kind of. So the right, you just catch it like a toss, momentum going to the outside, all that, easy enough. I have this on really low difficulty, so that's why these runs are working so well. But then we go ahead and flip it, run it to the left, and now Teska, instead of catching this toss and running straight to the sideline, he's going to catch it and run kind of up the middle. So he takes that step inside, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you do to cancel that. As far as I know, he's always going to catch that toss and take a step towards the line of scrimmage. So fullback toss, we always run to the right. Rocket toss, we always run to the left. Just some weird stuff in this game that they've just never fixed. But just going over Flexbone normal really quick. The plays we're going to run here. Inside veer triple option. You read the end on the side and decide if you're going to hand it off up the middle to your fullback. Keep it, run out with your quarterback. X dig is going to be the best pass play in Flexbone normal. Potentially in all of Flexbone in general. Especially if they start coming out in some big man blitzes. And this is a big reason why I like to use Navy. They have a 96 speed wide receiver we can put out there on the left. So if they're running a man blitz with no safety help and pressed corners, it's going to be a touchdown. So X-Dig's going to be our best pass play out of here. Midline triple option, you read the defensive tackle instead of the defensive end. I just don't like midline triple as much because of the motion on the right, on the opposite side. So the way this play is set up right now, if you're on it normally, your wingback on the left is coming in motion and is going to be the pitchback. The wingback on the right comes in motion to the left on this one before going back outright and being a blocker. And for some reason, I just don't think that works as well as inside veer triple option, where your pitchback is the one going in motion and has that momentum going out to the right. So I prefer inside veer over midline. Out of here, what else do we run? I think some fullback zone, some just basic runs up the middle are all pretty good out of here. Other than that, I don't think we really run too much out of here in this one. If you're interested in seeing more of the Flexbone normal stuff, I do have a whole video going over everything in Flexbone normal. Yeah, U off, rocket toss. That's pretty much the only play we're going to run out of U off. Some of these pass plays aren't bad. The FL drive is pretty good, but the wide receiver corners is fine. But yeah, this is mainly just going to be my rocket toss formation. East is the best for quick runs up the middle. This fullback dive out of East is really, really good, and that halfback dive out of East. Both very, very good. Just quick hit run plays, hit them right up the middle. Especially compared to, I think, tackle over. This is one of them. They have a fullback dive. Yep, there it is. Where that wing back is going in motion, but it's never timed out right. I'm going to run it just to show you an example here again. This is just going to be kind of a big Flexbone overview. So Heidenreich, number 22 here, is going to come in motion. He's going to run into Teska before he gets the ball, and he kind of pinballs around a little bit. We see this all the time in our dynasty, our NIU dynasty where we run Flexbone. He's just going to run straight into Teska, kind of knocks him around a little bit. So that run is supposed to go in the A gap on the left. It ends up going A gap on the right. It's just it's just the way the play is. Another weird Flexbone thing that just they haven't quite got right. Tackle over, I don't really use too much. The big advantage is you have an extra blocker out there. Tackle over, instead of a tight end on the right, you have another tackle on the right. So that can be good in the right situations, but we don't really use it very much. Tight, we already kind of talked about a little bit. It's the best for, like, it's not the best. I think U-off is the best for rocket toss, but it's really good for both rocket toss and fullback toss. Again, it just kind of condenses their defense a lot and makes it a little bit easier to get outside versus trio right, which is the opposite. It's going to spread their defense out. We got 3 receivers. Kind of gets their defense, yeah, just generally more spread out. So I like to do trio right and then run it up the middle typically, using like inside veer. I think there's a fullback dive out here. Double post is actually a good pass play out of here too. All go is a good one too. Yeah, fullback dive out of trio right. Great. Another just quick hitter up the middle, spread that defense out a little bit. And it's the same. East is kind of the same because that tight end and like never lines up right. I'm going to see if he actually will here. Of course now he is, but I'm going to see. I'm just want to test something here. So if we move this ball to the right hash, let's see where that tight end lines up. It seems to never... I don't know how often we call it in the game, but this is another just dumb thing. See, look where that tight end is now. Look, look where the tight end's at. There's just so many silly things I hope they fix. But they probably won't this year, but for College Football 26, look where that tight end is. Come on, man. But still, just another quick hitter up the middle out of East. That's why I like that formation. So when it comes to Flexbone, that's about all we're going to do in this one. I think that's just a good general game plan. Base it out of Flexbone normal. I think there's the most you can do. It's a symmetrical formation, so you can go to the right or the left on a lot of the plays, not all the plays. But you have runs up the middle, you have a lot of options, you have runs outside, you have good pass plays. So we base our offense in Flexbone normal, and then in certain situations you can go to close or tight to try to run to the outside, you off to try to go outside with that rocket toss, East for good quick runs right up the middle, tackle over. I got to experiment with this more. I just am not super comfortable in that one yet. Tight for the runs to the outside. Trio right, another good one for running up the middle. Power I, we don't really go to in this game very much, but this is, of course, a great power run formation. Double lead, halfback toss, power O with a pulling guard to get over there as well. A little halfback misdirect, halfback blast. We run this one in Dynasty a lot. We don't really use it very much in this game, though. What we do use more than we ever have before is the pistol out of the Navy playbook, specifically Flexbone trips. This is, we call quite a bit, actually. And there's a few different plays in here that we actually really like. The triple option is really, really good out of this Flexbone trips. So we can just pull that up here really quick. So like a regular... Like an inside veer triple option, we're reading the end of the defensive line. I'm still very, very bad at making these reads. I'm going to tell you right now, my reflexes aren't fast enough anymore. Okay, I'm 35. I don't have the same reflexes I used to have. But just like an inside veer triple option, we're trying to read that end. If we do nothing, it's going to go to Teska on a run up the middle. We can hold A and keep it with Horvath, and then LB to pitch it with Heidenreich. But yeah, we're just reading the outside edge. So that guy actually came down, so he's the read key. If he's staying put, we should give it to Teska. If he's crashing down, we should keep it with Horvath, see if we can run with him or pitch it to Heidenreich. He was kind of staying out there, so we just played safe and keep it with Teska. It's still something I need to get a lot better at. I'm very, very bad at right now. There, he was crashing inside, so we keep it. And the slot, dang corner games and ruins it. But yeah, this is a play we go to quite a bit. We like that one. And also out of this formation, we have some good pass plays that we go to a lot too. Smash is a really, really good one. All go is probably the one we call the most. So for all go, what we do here, The only adjustment I will really make here, and I don't have the lineup set right, but it's fine, is we just take B and put him on a drag, and now we kind of have a high-low over the middle. This has put a lot of stress on the user, depending on what defense they're in. He's either got to follow that crosser, A is on, or crash down on the drag, and typically one or the other is going to be open. So let's see. Against the computer, it might not work as well. Oh, we got A. And that deep crosser. So that all go is a great play. Just with that one little adjustment makes it a very, very good play. That's probably, I think, the pass play we call the most in this game. I'm trying to remember. It's been a few days, and it was Thanksgiving weekend, so I was a little bit sauced up, personally. But yeah, we go to there. We go to smash. All good plays out of here. Full house, I actually don't think we call once. I should have. I kind of wish I did. It looks pretty cool. The zone read, the deep curl, all the play actions, triple options, off tackles. That's definitely something we can visit more in the future. It's kind of similar to what UNLV has, but UNLV had both receivers on the other side. Flexbone slot we call a little bit here too. I think it's mainly just all go and some inside runs, like the inside zone split. We might do a triple option out here too. That all works the same. Then we also actually go to a little bit of shotgun split slot. I think we only go to it 1 or 2 times, but this PAF slide is a really, really good pass play. Again, it's just going to be a couple quick adjustments here that we like to make. So any play action, essentially, I almost always cancel it. So we just block whoever it is on that play action. Then what I like about this play is we take RB, put him on a streak. So now that A route is going to be dragging defenders to the left. We have that post over the top. But really, we're looking for that halfback streak. We're hoping that A is going to be opening a gap, essentially, for us to throw this to RB. Let's see. Oh, we got the post over top, though, to Kent. Beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good base for the offense that we run here. I wanted to try some other things outside of just regular Flexbone, open up the playbook a little bit and see how it worked. And overall, I think it went pretty well. Like I said, I don't really remember. I remember the final score, but play-by-play, I'm not going to really remember. So we're going to go at it. Fresh eyes, fresh mind. Again, see what we mess up. It's probably, like I said, it's probably going to be a lot. Defensively, we are going to be in the nickel overload, seam blitz, whatever it's called that we've been running recently. I think that's probably going to be just my general go-to defense for the most part right now. But yeah, that is going to do it for us on just our general Flexbone overview here, how we're going to try to run it. Let's go ahead, head over to the game, see how we do. So we loaded up into a game and matched up against Hawaii. Great matchup for us. Unexpected. Definitely didn't see that coming. Saturday night at like, I don't even know. This was very late. It was after BYU Houston. It was way too late for me to record a video. But I figured, hey, I wanted to play, see if it's something we can use, and I think it was. So first thing we're going to do here, I'm going to show you why I think Navy is one of the best teams to run the Flexbone with by just looking at the depth chart. So first of all, quarterback, Horvath, 85 overall, 87 speed, but over here is the big reason. Gold balance, silver head first, platinum option king. Those abilities make him an unbelievable triple option Flexbone quarterback. He is a big reason why we like to use Navy. Another reason, I mean, just the halfbacks in general are all very good. Running the Flexbone, obviously, you want at least 2 really good halfbacks and 1 good fullback. We have that with Heidenreich, Chapman, and Teska. Teska isn't the best. But the biggest reason we like Navy, A, I like the playbook. B, this Mr. Kent with 96 speed. So we put him at wide receiver 1, so that in Flexbone and every other formation, he is going to be the receiver all the way on the left. That just makes it a little easier for the pass plays I like to do to make a quick read on if he's going to beat the press or not, which might come up later. I do remember that much. So yeah, that's the main reason I like to use Navy. I like their playbook. Horvath is a monster. Great halfbacks. Teska the tank at fullback, and Kent at wide receiver. Yeah, so we're going to start off in just regular old Flexbone normal. I'd probably start off on the inside veer. Yeah, that's typically what I do here. I like to start them off on the inside veer, test them right away, see what their defense is looking like. So just looking at his defense, how it comes out here, we see he has the extra defender over here on the right. So we're definitely going to the left on this inside veer. I think I called it to the left because we were on the right hash anyway. But yeah, so inside veer, going to the left because of this extra defender. We have to try to read this guy. I doubt I make the read correctly. Let's find out. Just should have gave it. Yep. I don't think Teska, and then I was just surprised I broke that tackle and ran backwards. Yeah, that one I had to give that to Teska. So now I checked, I saw he was in a big cover 3 blitz. So we come out in X dig from Flexbone normal. We're going to streak Kent over here, put a post on 24, drag on 22. That's how I like to set up that play. And it was the big cover 3 blitz. 1, 2, 3. Only 2 other zones here. The underneath's wide open, but the pressure is coming through. That's why I like to typically block Teska on this play. I just didn't this time. But if we blocked him, we had that drag and a lot of room to run. So now we're going to some of the shotgun split slot. I believe we call that play action. Yeah, PAF slide. And we're going to set it up exactly how I talked about in the practice mode there. We're going to block Heidenreich to cancel the play action. We're going to streak Chapman. And the same thing. We're hoping this A route is going to drag his user out of the way, open up a gap for Chapman right around here. Yep, that worked perfectly. His user's following A on that little crosser, opens up this gigantic gap right here to hit Chapman, convert a 3rd and 11. Easy peasy. Then a little shifty. Just a little shifty on that guy. Gets us 29 yards there on a big 3rd down. Now we're going to the little Flexbone East. I would guarantee I just called the fullback dive. Just about guaranteed a fullback dive here. Just get it to Teska right up the middle. Which, any of these quick runs up the middle, in general, are going to be really hard to fully stop. Like, you're going to get 3 or 4 yards almost all the time. Now we hurry up. Not sure why I did that. Going to a pass, double post. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what I was thinking on this one. I must have saw some on that last play. We know he's in cover 3. He's been in cover 3 this whole game. He's got the single high safety. I think it's pretty safe to assume he's in cover 3, especially with the corners backed up. Usually if they're coming out in man, a lot of the time, what people call online, these guys are going to come out and be pressed if it's man coverage. If they're backed up, it's more typically going to be a zone. So I think we're just trying to hit Heidenreich probably on this streak, would be my guess. So if he's using this guy, we're hoping he goes somewhere and we can hit that halfback streak again, would be my guess. Yeah, then Heidenreich gets caught on the defensive line. We have the check down here to A. I think we're probably just going to take that. Yeah, Heidenreich just got mauled on that. He could not get out of the backfield on that. Okay, 3rd and 3, we are going to Flexbone trips. 3rd and 3, we could definitely run the ball here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're in triple option. So this is that same triple option we just went over. Okay, and he just shifted his entire line to the right. So I like the setup for this for us to keep it with Horvath and try to get outside to the left with him shifting everybody over there. I'm hoping that's what we do. Yep. And this was actually the right read too, it looks like. Let me just double check. So our read key actually disappears when he does that. Interesting. So, but yeah, everyone crashes inside. We keep it with Horvath. His user goes out to play the pitch. So we're just going to keep it and just go with Horvath. At 87 speed. 87 speed. Can you go all the way? No, down at the 20-yard line. But still, with him shifting his line over there, I think we played that one really well. Now we're staying in that same formation. And this is the all-go setup I was talking about too. Just drag Chapman. We know he's been in cover 3 pretty much this entire drive. This looks like cover 3 again. Single high safety, backed up corners, cover 3. Now what we're going to look for here, I have a very strong feeling what we're going to look for here against cover 3 specifically. We have Kent on a streak. He's going to push this outside 3rd all the way back. He's going to be on a middle 3rd. And we are going to be looking for Heidenreich right in this pocket here. Right underneath this 3rd essentially. Especially, I guess it kind of depends on what this guy's doing, but he shouldn't be covering that. If he's into cover 3, he's going to be in a flat over here. So this should be wide open right over here. If his user goes and follows that, then we should have the Chapman drag route in that right around here. But our first read here is definitely be Heidenreich in this pocket. Let's see. Doing a few more. Yeah, blocking Teska. Make sure we have time. Yeah, we see essentially right now, this is a touchdown to A. The way it's setting up, his user's just taking himself totally out of the play, so we're not even concerned with that at all right now. Just from where he's going, let's see. Yeah, see, he's going to the flat. He's going back in the 3rd. He's staying there as the inside 3rd. This is a touchdown to A. Hit that pocket. Bang. He tries to switch stick over there a little too late. Touchdown, midshipmen. Now we are on defense. He's coming out in pistol. Yeah, overload 3 seam. I think that's what we run pretty much the majority of this game. If you haven't seen my setup video on this, yeah, here's how we set it up. So instead of the slot corner blitzing, he goes into a purple zone, and then we put a hook curl on the safety above the slot corner. Other than that, we pretty much keep it as is. I think it's been pretty good run defense for me. I don't remember how well it works in this game. But no, I like this defense quite a lot. He's going to run through. Okay. Well, good timing. I forgot Hawaii's running back has Platinum Shifty. It's pretty good. So same thing. We always use her, the linebacker, opposite the slot corner. We want to keep this one blitzing on the strong side, because if he's running, it's typically going to be to the strong side. So it's nice to have that linebacker coming down there to help with some run defense. And again, it's going to be a hook curl. It's going to be typically a purple zone. We do go to some hard flats every once in a while against certain people. But yep, there's the basic setup for it again. That time, we got a shed from the defensive end, and the blitzing linebacker came through. Get him for a loss of 3. Nice. Now he's going to a trips from shotgun. Honestly, what I need to do, I shouldn't even have this guy blitzing, I don't think. So look at that angle. And then he just ran right by. He just ran right on by. McShan, where are you going there, buddy? The ball carrier's going this way. Where are we going, McShan? What was that? Well, when they got us so spread out like that, I think I should put him in a zone or something instead of blitzing. So he's just starting so far off the play, I don't think he's going to be able to really make too big of a difference. Especially if he's going to just totally run to the opposite side. So now we do the same setup, but we had hard flats out there, I saw. Let's see, he's going for a run again. We get in there. Good little help there. A little help there with the user. Got him on a 4th and 2. All right. He's back in that trips. Again, I think I should put McShan on something else. I'm going to try pinching our line, see if that's going to help us. We got hard flats, and he throws it right at me, and my user's just awful. That was just bad. That should have been us. That should have been us. He's staying in Y off trips. Yeah, that should have been a user pick, but it wasn't, so we got to move on. He's in Y off trips, so yeah, keep the blitz there. Oh, okay. So see what happened here. I slant my line to the left, so instead of him being in the zone he should be, it puts him as like a rusher. So you can do that, but then you have to make sure to put him back in the zone if you want. I guess you could keep him rushing if you're not concerned about this left flat at all. But yeah, anytime you slant your defensive line like that, that's going to happen. So yeah, put him back in a purple zone there. So you have a hard flat on the right, a purple zone on the left. Comeback routes. Comeback routes always give me so much trouble. And now I mix it up a little bit and go to some 3-3 stack. I do still really like 3-3 stack. It used to be kind of my main defense, not so much anymore. Out there for that RPO, good job. Yeah, just cover 3 drop. You don't even really adjust very much. The only thing I could do, and I always pinch my line and spread my linebackers too. Just what I like to do out of 3-3. The only thing I could do differently, which I might do if I call this defense more, is take this safety out of the purple zone, put him in a hook, and put this linebacker in that purple zone. I love having those safeties and hooks. I love it. It just seems to work so well for me. Now he's coming out in a 5 wide. Interesting. Yeah, I think... Okay. So we're still just in our cover 3, but we switch it to a cover 2 shell, so you can't tell that we're just coming out in a cover 3. He might think it's something different. I guess he's in a vert hook, though, so I was hoping he would guard that. He kind of is. I mean, that's an awful tight window throw to make there. You got 4 guys on him to make that tackle, but hey, he got it, so what can you say? So now we're going back to 3-3 over. I think we're just doing cover 3 buzz match now. Getting rid of that blitzer, shading underneath to get hard flats out there. More motions. Yeah, more motion. Just a run to number 9. Skates his way through there. So there were a few... I didn't hate how we played defense on that drive, but... I don't know. I think I go back to that overload seam blitz. I think that worked the best for us. I think we stick in that going forward. So now we're in the 2-minute drill on offense. We're calling the pistol flexbone slot. I didn't see what play it was. Let's see. Okay. So see now what's different. This is what I was talking about earlier. He's still got that single high safety right up here, but look at his corners. They come out pressed. So I would bet this is man coverage. So we stick with all go. If he's going to stay pressed, our first read is X. That's our 96 speed Kent. We put him at receiver 1, so he's all the way on the left. If they stay pressed, there's no way the safety's going to be able to get over there and help in time. He's just too fast. So we got to read if he's going to beat that press. If he does, that's going to be a touchdown to Kent. If not, we should have this drag to Heidenreich. That's what I'm thinking on this play here. If he's going to come out in that, That's what we're going to do. Okay, so he backed everybody up. Now I'm pretty much just looking for Heidenreich. What I've liked to see me do here is put maybe a post on Y too. But I don't. So yeah, we just hit the drag to Heidenreich. Easy, run out of bounds, take our first down. We're staying in that same formation, going with the triple option here. Oh no, maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, we are sticking with the triple option. So we got to read this linebacker here. We'll see if I actually do it right. Probably not. Let's see. This looks like it should be a handoff to Teska. Yeah, because he's going to come after us. He's staying out there. Give it to Teska. Try to hit this gap. Okay. Guy just happened to get off the block there, but that was actually the right read, so good job by me. So now we move to some trips. Again, just our basic all-go setup. Just drag RB, put him in a high-low between RB and A. Make his user make a decision. And even if his user guards one of them, there's a chance he just can't keep up with them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, it's basic. So he's following A. We got this guy following RB. But if he's the only one guarding A, we could probably still go over the top to him here. Yeah, we'll see. We had the drag right there. It says user went high, so we should go low. But also look down here. That's another reason I should have just thrown this drag. I don't think I do, though. No. I still think we had him over the top here to A. I don't think he's fast enough, unless he might be able to like switch up here and come down. But we could have gone over the top of him there and gotten that to Heidenreich. But now we got a 3rd and 14. So this play I actually remember. So we're in that same formation, that trips flexbone pistol. We called smash. And the main thing we're going to do here, we're going to put B on a drag. He's been in cover 3 again. So we're putting B on a drag. We could put him on a streak here too and try to hit RB. But if he's matching, that's not going to work great. But we are going to put B on a drag, essentially in an effort to create room for Kent. If we get time is the big thing. So we want B on this drag to move any defenders to the left. And then by the time Kent breaks in over here, we're hoping to hit this gap right over here. I don't remember what I do on this play, but if we know he's been in cover 3, especially if it's match, I don't hate the idea of a post here on A. Just any like things crossing the field like that can give match some issues. So there's the drag on B. Yeah, post on A. Okay. So our first read here is probably actually going to be Heidenreich, that post on A. But that does not look to be there. No, he's getting his user back there. We got B coming across on this drag. And then X coming back to the right. But we see this pocket right here. Right, so we're hoping this defender is going to stick with B. And then that's going to make that even easier for us. Let's see. Yeah, see, he's following left on B. His user was following A too far. So he's not going to be able to get over here to X. Not to our 96 speed receiver. So we're good to throw this. You'd say I started throwing it already, actually. Yeah, we're going to hit X right over here. Yeah, too slow. Get it to Kent. First down. Another big 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 now. 48-yard line. See, I'm liking mixing in some of this pistol, some of this shotgun stuff. Open up the playbook a little bit. Trust Horvath to make these throws. 96 speed receiver. That's why I like Navy. Quick note, by the way, about the hat. A lot of people think it's a Navy hat because it's got the big N on it. It's not. It's a Nashville Brewskis. I think it was like an alternate thing the Nashville Sounds minor league baseball team did. Or it might be its own team. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, I had to get out the big N. It's been a while since we wore this hat. We were being Navy. It made sense to me. Alright, so we're calling triple option. Back from the pistol here. I mean, I don't hate it. The only thing I've noticed watching this game back now, I don't know if I noticed this when I was playing the game, is it's very difficult for us to keep this with Horvath against this formation, because this guy is staying home almost all the time. So I should be going to Horvath, or not Horvath, to Teska more often. I'm not sure if I do. See, like here, I have to give this to Teska. He's got room here. Blocks are holding up. He's staying home. His user's getting over there. This has to go to Teska. We'll see. But watching it now, this has to go to Teska. Nope. Nope. I messed that up horribly. Look at this gap. Look at the room Teska had. He's got 2 defenders over here. Come on, me. Come on. So bad. Cut it up with Horvath. Still take our 3 yards, but that's just got to go to Teska. Ugh. Those make me sad. Those make me sad. So we hurry up, go to all go. Game, same setup, but I forgot to block Teska this time. We just hit our quick drag that time. He's leaving that drag like every time. I could do that a lot. I could do that as much as I wanted to. Back and trips, calling smash here again. I think I just set this up the same. The post on A. Do I drag B? Probably. No. I send, okay. So I send Tesca out to a flat there. Not another one. Not exactly sure what the plan is, but I don't hate it. If he's gonna be following RB, we should have the flat there. Okay, yeah, so he's just backing up. We have RB over here, but we're just throwing the check down, it looks like. But yeah, if I just wait an extra second, our line's actually holding up. RB's would get open on that corner out over there. But we just dump it off to Tesca. Don't love it. Just a couple bad mistakes in a row there. So now we are in all go once again. Probably doing the same. I mean, we've noticed now he's been doing more cover 2, so I wouldn't actually hate just keeping what we had there. So we would have... Oh, I remember what I tried to do on this play. I remember now. This is something I've seen people do on like Twitch and stuff. Is we put a Texas route here on Tesca, and we're going to try to playmaker him up the middle. Against the cover 2, that should work pretty well. But it's just something I wanted to try. I've seen other people do. Figured I'll give it a shot. We'll see how it works. So we got the drag on A. We got the Texas on Y. He is in a cover 2 here again. Which, if I was really paying attention, B is going to get open over here. So the deep half safety here is going to be occupied by RB. We'll have a window to throw B. But I'm pretty sure I was not paying enough attention to be able to do that right now. I think I was just too committed to the playmaker, the Texas route. So we go, playmaker. Oops, it went on A. Didn't go on Y. We have B. Didn't see it at all. Didn't see it for a second. This end is coming through. We get out of there. Now we playmaker Y up the field. Yep, wide open. Hit as we throw. Red pass. Incomplete. Womp womp. Multiple missed touchdowns on one play. That's tough looks. This hasn't been a good drive for me. This has not been a good drive for me. We did check he was in a cover 2 on that play, so we just come out and all go. Yeah, I guess I don't hate the drag on A. Yeah, no, I'm fine with the drag on A. It's always good to give yourself a safety option if it's not there. And then if it is a cover 2, we're hoping Chapman's going to be dragging everybody back, and we could hit Tesca on a streak. But we got to see what defense he's in here. Oh, nope, never mind. Put him on the Texas route. I might be trying that same thing. We'll see. Okay, so this is actually a big blitz. We see these two outside linebackers coming. He looks to be manned up on Tesca. What do we do here then? If it's a big blitz, it's got to be the drag to hide and rank. If we have time, the Texas to Tesca. But I doubt we're going to have time. This has got to go to A. Yeah, blitzer comes through free. A doesn't even look to be there. We could have gone... Potentially, yeah, we definitely could have gone Kent. But with the pressure coming in our face, this has got to go to A. Yeah. And then we got a little lucky that they kind of bumped into each other a little bit there. But once we saw that blitz coming, I get pretty laser focused on that drag route. Now he's coming out in double mug. But if you've watched any of our other videos here where we go against double mug, which is pretty often, a lot of people call double mug, the main thing you want to look at is how their safeties come out. That usually is going to tell you what coverage they're in unless they're doing some shells or anything like that. When they're this high, it's not going to be mid-blitz. Mid-blitz, these safeties would be a lot further down. They'd be closer to the mans. The men, I guess, they would be assigned to covering on the play. So this, I'm pretty confident, is going to be a zone defense. So we call smash with a slant here on B. Try to clear these guys out and hit the slant here. Or X when he gets over here. Similar to how we got that third down earlier. Just with a slant instead of a drag. Yeah, I don't hate that. I'm okay with that. Block Tesca. Let's see. We might have RB over here. X maybe right here. Maybe. A over here once his user peels off. But RB definitely, I think. Or we got room to run. Yeah. Just go with Horvath. And then we fumble. I don't hate that at all. That drive was a bit of a mess, though. There were a lot of mistakes in that drive. And then just kind of unlucky to fumble. Nothing happens here before half. I remember that much. It's 7-7 at halftime. Hawaii ball. We'll just go ahead and get to that. Yeah, 7-7 Hawaii ball. I think I just stick with Overload 3C on defense from here on out. If memory serves me correctly. He's in shotgun. Yeah. Overload 3 seam. Going for the run. runs to the strong side, the side we have the blitzer. Blitzer comes through, makes the tackle there, holds him to a gain of 0. Yeah, we're just staying in it now. This is just going to be our defense now. Shader over the top to turn off the match coverage. Blitzer comes through again, makes another tackle, loss of 1 now, 3rd and 11. I like that play, man. I like that play on defense a lot. So now he's back in trips. I think we're going to set it up the same. I wouldn't hate putting the slot corner on a hard flat instead of a purple in this instance, but I don't think I do. 3rd and 11, another just run up the middle, a little draw. Our great play by our tackle. Good work, buddy. We had like our grip breakers. That's exactly why. So now we got a 4th and 12. We're doing the same thing. What I might do differently here is have these zones play the sticks. So you hit Y and then LB on Xbox. It tells all these zones, these underneath zones, to play the sticks. So these purple zones in the hook curl would all be guarding at about 12-yard depth. I like doing that on fourth and longer like that. Oh yeah, that's right to me. Hopefully we make the play on this. Yep. Beautiful. Turnover for Navy to start the second half. I was just going to look and see if he had anything he could have gone to on this. It didn't really look like it, but essentially what our user is thinking here is, so we have this safety is coming down in a hook curl, right? So he's kind of be watching the slot here on the right. He's dropping way back, and then we have him in a purple zone. So we got deep over here covered, we got the flat over here covered, and we have the hook over here covered. So I just pretty much need to watch this slant, or not this slant, if he's on a slant I need to watch it, but this slot receiver, that's essentially, we're almost playing him like man-to-man. That's the only guy I'm super concerned about in this instance. Because we have him going into purple, so he's going to be dropping back right here. He's dropping back, so that leaves this area as kind of got to be where we're watching. So we're just following 23. Yep, he cuts in. And I was watching kind of that underneath drag too, especially with it being 4th and 12. I'm fine being back on that. You can catch that, and then hopefully we can make the tackle and get the turnover anyway. He throws a deeper route. We get the user interception. I changed to conservative ball carrier after our quarterback fumble, and this guy's just been laying huge hit sticks on us all the time. So we make that change there, and I think we just start slowing this game down a bit. Yeah, so he's coming out back in double mug. I think we're just doing a full back dive up the middle, which I like to do against double mug. Especially, it kind of looks like they might be in zone. They're so backed up again. That'd be my guess. But then they've only got these 2 linebackers in here. A zone, I'm hoping they drop back. But even if they don't, the closest interior defenders are so far wide that our center and guard should be able to pick up these linebackers, and we should be able to get a good run in here with Tesca. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just fullback dive. Yep. I like that. So they did crash inside. He was using one of them and took himself out of the play. But that linebacker who did come in got picked up by the center, and we're just riding right behind, or by our guard, and we're riding right behind our center. They pick up his user. Tesca gets hit sticked again. Tesca picks up an easy 14. I do like running up the middle against double mug, as long as it's not mid blitz. That can be tough. But if they're in a zone out of double mug, which it looked like he was there, those quick hit runs up the middle are usually going to be pretty dang good. So it looks like we're in east here, and yeah, we're just going for another run up the middle. He's not in double mug, but again, as long as this center goes here, this guard goes here, and then we just have to worry about this guy. But I like this halfback dive out of east. Again, those quick hits out of the middle, kind of like what I was talking about in the practice mode. If you want to just run them up the middle really, really quick, east is going to be the best formation with that halfback dive and that fullback dive. Now we're going to U off and rocket toss. I said U off. It's almost always rocket toss for me. I just like the way it sets up out of here better than anything else. I like the way his defense is set up here too, so we're definitely going to keep everything the way it is. We just need you to seal this edge. We need this receiver to go make a block out here, and hopefully we'll be able to get outside here a little bit. And especially, see, now we hit him up the middle a few times. Now he's concerned about it. Now he's pinching his line. So now we try to hit him outside with a rocket toss. They did seal the edge, but his user actually did a really good job getting out here. That was a really good user by him to get out there and force us back inside. Because if he wasn't there, I mean, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown if he crashes inside instead of outside. But he gets all the way outside and loops around, blocks off this path. So look at all this green grass behind him. It was a great job by his user. Forces us to a 3rd and 1. We just hurry up. I'm probably going to call one of the triple options and just run it. Give it to Tesca. 3rd and 1. Teska's your man. Teska's your man on 3rd and 1. So we just looked at his defense and saw he was in man. So I go to Flexbone normal. I'm going to guess it's X-Dig, because we're hoping he's staying in man coverage. X-Dig is going to destroy man coverage. So I think that's the plan here. Yep, X-Dig. He's pinching his line again. But he is in his zone. His hard flat comes down and makes a tackle on that. If I threw that a little bit earlier, he might have had a little room to run. But yeah, he's in an inverted cover 2 hard flat, so his safety came down and made a quick tackle there. 2nd and 7. Now we're staying in Flexbone normal. We're going with just a fullback run up the middle here to Teska. Yeah. If he pinched his line at some point, I probably would have changed to something else, but he never did. And what I like about the fullback dive out of here, too, is this 24 goes in motion, so it looks like it could be an outside run still to the right. So it's going to hopefully take his user and crash him outside and open up some more room for the fullback run. See? Oh, yeah, you can see it right there. So he's using this linebacker here. Watch where he goes when this is snapped because of this motion on 24. He shoots all the way outside to the right, takes himself totally out of the play. Teska gets rocked again, but he's Teska the tank. He'll be fine. Now we're going to some Flexbone slot. I think we go to the inside zone split here. We've had pretty good success running up the middle. He pinched his line, so maybe I should have gone to something else here, but I don't think I do. I think we just take this up the middle with Teska. 3rd and short. I feel like you can't go too wrong with Teska, but his D tackle just obliterated us. Got straight through, no problem. We take our 3 here, get up 10-7. Now back to his ball. We're staying in overload 3 seam. That's just gonna be us for today. He goes for a screen. Yeah, that kind of caught us off guard. Gets us in a bad spot here. I click on over here, just more than anything to try to open a gap for hopefully somebody else to come make this tackle. So I click on over here and keep this guy busy. Just stay outside. And then hopefully these guys can come down and make a tackle on him. And I try to crash back inside and make the tackle. Can't do it. Yeah, screens, man. Unless I see it coming and can like click on and get in front of it, screens can give me a lot of trouble too. Screens and comebacks. It's tough. It's tough. So let's see. Same thing. Shaded over the top again. Goes for a quick little RPO. This, I have to cover this. Yeah, because we have the hook curl over here. I need to be watching over here. I think the run, the RPO kind of froze me a little bit here, so I was just standing still with McShan. I need to get back and watch this. But luckily our outside thirds, or our deep thirds came down and knocked it out at least. So 2nd and 10. I wouldn't hate starting to shade underneath, actually. I typically will always shade over the top unless you start throwing a lot of RPOs. And then, oh yeah, I remember this. I just get so unbelievably stuck on this little route this tight end runs. I try to get over to the right to help, but he sits right in front of me, and I just get so stuck. We get an illegal contact, 5-yard penalty, give him a free first down. So now his ball at the 39, 3-point game. We're still shading over the top. I really should start shading underneath on these. Play action. I can't get back to that in time. And the purple zone a little too slow to be able to get back there. And what I think I did, if I remember right, is I do take out these defensive ends and you try to make them linebackers. That looks like a defensive end still. It kind of depends on their speed, though. Because with this overload 3-seam blitz, one of these defensive ends is always dropping into coverage. It depends which one, based on what formation they're in. But yeah, usually I try to put linebackers in on the defensive end spots. So we're doing our changes here. Let's see. Do we shade over the top or underneath? I can't tell. He does another run, but we're in there. Keeps him to a gain of 2. 2 minutes left now. His ball at what, the 24, 23? His ball at the 23. 2 minutes left. Yeah, I got to start shading underneath. I think I do, actually. Yes. So we can see I had the hard flats out there instead of the purple zones. Shade underneath. Try to take away these quick throws is really our main goal right now. Especially since he's been going to so many RPOs and things like that. So we want to make sure we're staying on that. See? Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that now. I shouldn't have paused there. Sorry to take away the drama. I remember that now. It was our defensive end in there, actually. But yeah, we got a hard flat over here, hard flat over here, because he's just been going for RPOs. So he is actually backing off into coverage. And you can see, you know, that does look pretty open. But boop, 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 boop. Defensive end. Interception. What a play. What a play, Navy. Good job, boys. So we're going to go to some power I. Try to work the clock here a little bit. He's got all of his time out, so we still need to move. Now look at the defense he comes out in here, right? I mean, this looks like, this could be like goal line. Like, this is crazy. I don't think, it's not actually goal line, I don't think. But, I mean, super heavy. Everybody way down at the line of scrimmage. The chances of a run working here are pretty slim, but I think we still go for it. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't love our chances on that. So now we go back to little flexbone trips. And just to give us the idea of, we have a little more flexibility depending on the defense he comes out in. So here, he's coming out in that same defense. 5 down linemen, linebackers here, 0 safeties over the top, everybody pressed. I remember what happens here. Yeah, we audible, we go to all go. Remember, Kent, 96 speed. Our first read, if you're in press with no safety help over the top, is going to be Kent. If he can beat this press, this is a touchdown. 100% of the time, it's a touchdown. So I hope I don't even do anything else. Just snap it as is before he changes anything. Just make that audible and snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And honestly, even, I will give another like second here. So we can see even right now, look at the difference between Kent on the left and B on the right, whose name I don't remember. Kent is beating this press. This is a touchdown to Kent. B is not beating his press. We can see Kent got inside. He's going to streak right past this guy. B is actually jammed up pretty good, but we're not even looking to B. This is why we have Kent. This is why I like using Navy. Kent was the only read on this play, especially once we see this. This is a touchdown to Kent. Yeah, leaves him way in the dust. Just lob it up to him. Go up and get it. Touchdown, midshipmen. Just too easy. Too easy. 96 speed on a not that great of a team. Going against not that great of a team. Makes it pretty dang simple for us. Okay, so now we're up by 10, minute 42 left. We're looking pretty dang good now. I switch our shell to a cover 4. Oh, you guys can't even see that. It's cutting off that bottom part. But yeah, we switched to a cover 4 shell to try to avoid getting killed over the top here. We're definitely shading over the top all the time, but it's still the same adjustments. Hook curl here, purple zone here. Let's see, does he even have anything? Doesn't look like it. The hook is following that streak, and then the middle thirds can go help. Outside thirds on that, outside thirds on that, purple zones on that, purple zones on that. That's just nowhere to go. That's just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. And he's staying his 5 wide. We're just going to do the same exact thing. I accidentally press, back him up. I accidentally press and back, get back, get back, get back. I don't think Hawaii has too crazy speed, but neither do we in our secondary, so we don't never really want to be pressing. So they all back up. He's throwing right to the hook curl. That's why I like those safeties and hook curls. That's exactly why. So let's see here. I'm going to try to pause this after my panic moves. Okay. So you can see what he's seeing here, right? He's got this. Oh, this guy's blitzing anyway. But it looks like this is all opening up to hit this guy right in this pocket. But we have a hook curl on the safety. He's not going deep. He's not doing anything. He's watching this guy. So by the time he throws it, he's in a great position. Yeah, again, not sure where else he... If this was breaking over the middle deep, he might have had something. But other than that, again, there just wasn't really much anywhere for him to go. Hook curl steps right in front of it, gets the interception. That should do her here. Navy gets the win against Hawaii. Let me know what you guys think of this format. I thought it was kind of fun and interesting to do something a little bit different. You know, play and then look over it later, see all the horrible mistakes I made. I have to get better at doing that read key, or reading that read key. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. That's how we use the Navy midshipmen. I think I like how the adjustments we made here. Bringing in some more of that pistol offense, a little bit of that shotgun offense, mixing in some more passes. I think it worked pretty dang well, but easy for me to say, I suppose. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this little different style. Again, please let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.